Chocolate is often seen as an irresistible indulgence or a guilty pleasure. But it may surprise you to discover that this delectable delight transcends your taste buds with its medicinal properties. That's right, you heard me correctly. Dark chocolate emerges as a significant ally in the realm of health and has been proven to nourish and protect our nerve cells. In today's video, I'll cover what makes dark chocolate so healthy. I'll review what the numerous health benefits are and how they can help protect your nervous system and other systems. And lastly, you'll want to stick around until the end because I'll take you on a journey where science meets chocolate bliss. I'll show you how to incorporate this treat into your diet for maximum health benefits. And I'll also provide you with some of our very own incredible recipes which have never been revealed. Stay right there. You definitely don't want to miss this. Hello, health explorers. If you've been told your neuropathy is permanent, I'm here to help you achieve new levels of health you never dreamed possible. So make sure you click on the subscribe button for up-to-date and accurate information on peripheral neuropathy and what you can do to overcome it. Also, don't forget to click on the bell to get notified as soon as we publish new content. All right, let's dive in. The history of chocolate began with the ancient civilizations like the Mayans. They're believed to be among the first civilizations to cultivate and use cacao beans, which they used to create a bitter beverage made by roasting and grinding cacao beans and then mixing the paste with water, spices, and sometimes even chili peppers. This drink was revered for its medicinal properties and consumed on a daily basis by everyone of the Mayan cultures, regardless of status or wealth. Now, chocolate played a central role in the Mayan rituals and ceremonies and was deemed so valuable that it was even used as a form of currency. So what exactly makes this treat so valuable? This takes us to part one, what makes dark chocolate so healthy? So there's a couple of clarifications I need to share with you first. Not all chocolate is created equal, meaning you will not get the same health benefits from milk chocolate or white chocolate as you find in dark chocolate. Also, dark chocolate must contain at least 70% cacao to receive the health benefits that we're going to discuss. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's look at why this sumptuous treat is so beneficial for our health. First, it's loaded with vitamins and minerals. Raw cacao supplies you with vitamins A, C, D, E, B1, B2, B3, and pantothenic acid. And it's a great source of minerals like magnesium, calcium, iron, zinc, copper, manganese, and potassium, and phosphorus. All of these support nerve health and general cellular health. These facts might surprise you, and they also came as a huge surprise to me as well. Raw cacao is the highest known source of magnesium per gram on the planet. This is really important because magnesium deficiencies are one of the most common mineral deficiencies in the US, parts of Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and South America. Now, here's where it really gets exciting. Cacao is one of the richest sources of polyphenols and naturally occurring antioxidant, but it's especially abundant in flavonols, also known as flavonoids. These have potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effect on your peripheral nerves and cells in general. In fact, cacao contains more antioxidants than most foods. Cacao powder contains up to 50 milligrams of flavonoids per gram of powder. One study revealed that the average flavanol content of commercial dark chocolate was more than 5 times higher than milk chocolate. Although it contains a wide variety of flavonoids, the largest abundance are from catechins, epicatechins, and procyanidins. These dominate the antioxidant activity. Now, some of you may have heard a large amount of catechins and epicatechins are found in green tea, which is what makes this tea so good for you. Here's an interesting fact though. The antioxidant activity in green tea can degrade within 6 months. So if it's been kept on the grocery store shelf or in your pantry for longer than this period, you're not getting the full benefit. Now here's another real interesting fact. Dark chocolate that is at least 70% cacao will maintain its antioxidant potency for up to 2 years. But wait, it still gets better. Cacao powder will maintain its antioxidant potency for up to 80 years. And cacao beans will maintain high antioxidant activity for up to 116 years. Wow, that's mind-blowing. Now, before I reveal the specific health benefits from dark chocolate, there's a very important fact you must be aware of. I'm sure you've heard of the terms cacao and cocoa thrown around interchangeably. Well, these aren't the same thing. In fact, there's a big difference, and one has a much greater impact on your health than the other. So let's take a look at this now. Cacao refers to the raw, uncooked, unprocessed bean harvested from the cacao tree used to make chocolate. The beans are harvested, fermented, and dried, but they are not roasted, while cocoa is the bean once it's been roasted and processed. Once the cacao bean is roasted and processed, its nutrients and antioxidant levels are severely reduced. It's often treated with alkaline to reduce bitterness, which will reduce 60% of the flavanol content. So in a nutshell, you want to stick to consuming cacao and not cocoa. And it should also be organic because cacao trees are heavily sprayed with pesticides. Now, let's move on to part 2. The numerous health benefits cacao provides for your nerves and your body. Research has shown that the antioxidants in cacao protects both your peripheral nerves, and since they have the capacity to cross the blood-brain barrier, they also provide protection to the neurons of your brain. The flavonoids found in cacao protect your nerves from damage caused from oxidative stress and inflammation. Studies have further revealed that consumption of cacao rich in flavonoids containing at least 70% cacao can stimulate angiogenesis, which is the growth of new blood vessels, giving you the ability to deliver more nutrients to your neurons, and it can stimulate nerve cell growth as well. So I guess you really can have your chocolate and eat it too. All right. Next, the flavonols have been shown in research to improve blood flow to your peripheral nervous system and your central nervous system, including your brain and spinal cord. Just this increased blood supply has been shown to protect your nerves from injury and degeneration. Several studies have shown that flavonoids may reduce the risk of neurodegenerative disease like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's by improving brain neuron function and cerebral blood flow. Other studies have shown that a daily intake of cacao flavonols can improve your mental performance and cognition, even for people suffering with mental impairments. Now, there are still more benefits. Did any of you see the video I did on the miracle molecule for nerve repair? Don't worry if you missed it. I'll include a link in the description below. In that video, I talked about the critical importance of nitric oxide for nerve repair and health. Well, guess what? Clinical studies have found that cacao, both in the powder form and in the form of dark chocolate, increases the production and the bioavailability of nitric oxide produced from the blood vessels. Don't forget that nitric oxide plays a significant role in the health of your peripheral nerves, your brain, your heart, and even the health of every mitochondria in your body. Remember, mitochondria provide our cells with the vital energy for normal nerve function and repair. In fact, one research review analyzed 35 different clinical trials that provided participants with anywhere from 0.05 to 3.7 ounces, which if you're on the metric system, that's going to be somewhere between 1.4 and 105 grams of cacao. And what they found was cacao actually reduced blood pressure. Another study by UCSF, otherwise known as University of California, San Francisco, their cardiologists discovered that high concentrations of cacao flavonols in the range of 1 to 3 ounces of cacao improve the health of blood vessels due to angiogenesis, or the formation of new healthy blood vessels. And it improved the life expectancy and prevented future cardiac incidences from people who had suffered from previous myocardial infarctions or heart attacks. Now, Health Explorers, when we present information to you, it's always based on valid, unbiased research, and we specifically check to see if the studies are flawed or biased. So in the spirit of complete transparency, I want you to know that this specific study that I'm showing was funded by the American Heart Association and the Mars Corporation. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Mars Corporation is the company that manufactures the candies and candy bars like M&M's, Snickers, Twix, Mars bars, and the Three Musketeers. So the minute we found this out, we tossed this research aside because it was deemed to be biased. Now, you can't have a maker of a chocolate bar company fund a study and expect complete objectivity. Well, the only reason we put it back in this video is because after looking at several other unbiased studies, the findings were the same. So in this case, it wasn't necessary for the chocolate manufacturer to strong-arm the researchers because the findings happened to be in their corner. Now, just to shed some light, you can't consume commercial chocolate bars that are loaded with tons of sugar, even if they are made out of dark chocolate, and still expect to see the same health benefits. So please, don't rush out and buy candy bars. Now, there are many other benefits associated with consuming cacao. But the last one I want to mention in this video is the ability to improve type 2 diabetes. A review of human studies showed that eating flavanol-rich dark chocolate, or cacao, may improve insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control, as well as reducing systemic inflammation in diabetics and non-diabetic people. Okay, let's move on to part 3. How much cacao do I need and how do I use it? In order to get the health benefits we just covered in this talk, medical researchers suggest consuming 1 to 2 ounces, which is 30 to 60 grams of dark chocolate, consisting of at least 70% cacao daily. And remember that should be organic. Now, alternatively, you can consume 1 to 2 teaspoons of organic raw cacao powder. Okay, a couple of good dark chocolate bars that we recommend are Mast Organic Dark Chocolate. Another one is Taza Seriously Dark Chocolate. And Dr. M's personal favorite is Endangered Species Forest Mint Dark Chocolate. Now, she loves the hint of mint in the chocolate, plus the fact that they donate a portion of their profits to wildlife conservation. You can find these bars at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Amazon, and even some of the Walmarts carry them. Now, one word of caution is that recently it's come to our attention that many chocolate bars contain heavy metals like lead and cadmium. Now, the ones that I mentioned earlier, fortunately don't have the heavy metals in them, so that's good. Now, let's talk about how we can use powdered cacao to support your nerve health and your memory, brain function, and your heart health. The first thing you can do is add 1 to 2 cups of healthy homemade hot chocolate to your daily regimen. For cacao powder, we use a brand called Navitas. No, they're not sponsoring us. We recommend this brand because it's the one we use in our own diet. It's organic, fair trade, and it's 100% cacao. Now, we have 2 incredible recipes to share with you. But if you'd like us to email you these recipes, click on the recipe link in the description box, enter your email address, and we'll email you both of these recipes. It's absolutely worth it. Here's one of the recipes for you. We like to call it a cup of chocolate love. Here's what you'll need. 2 cups of organic goat milk, or alternatively, you can use unsweetened, unflavored coconut milk. You'll also need 2 tablespoons of Navitas organic raw cacao powder, 1 tablespoon of raw honey or maple syrup, a half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, a pinch of sea salt, and a pinch of cinnamon or cayenne, which is optional. In a blender, combine the milk, cacao powder, honey, vanilla, and a pinch of salt. Blend until smooth. Place it in a saucepan over medium heat and bring it to a simmer while whisking continuously for 5 minutes. Serve it in your favorite cup and enjoy. Now, if you want to avoid the sugar spikes, you can substitute the honey or the maple syrup for liquid monk fruit instead. Do not add the monk fruit in the blender. Add it to your hot chocolate once it's poured in the cup. Now, the next tantalizing treat we've always had in our house is one that we call Power Fudge. We actually stopped buying chocolate bars once we discovered this recipe. It's delicious and contains 100% cacao. There's absolutely no added sugar. The sweetness comes from the medjool dates, which carry their own health benefits. Here's a spoiler alert. We call this power fudge because it's chock full of ingredients carrying their own amazing health benefits, like goji berries and shredded coconut. This recipe is a bit long, so we won't go over it in this video, but we'll happily provide the recipe for you. And there you have it, Health Explorers. We've uncovered the incredible world of dark chocolate and its surprising health benefits, from its rich history dating back into the Mayans to its role in protecting your nerves and overall well-being. Dark chocolate is truly a gift from nature. But before you rush off to indulge, remember the golden rule. It's all about the cacao, not the cocoa. Make sure it's at least 70% cacao for those amazing health benefits. So whether you're sipping on a cup full of chocolate love or indulging in our nutrient-packed power fudge, you're on your way to a healthier new you. Please don't forget to like us and click that subscribe button for more tantalizing insights into restoring your nerve health. Until next time, my fellow health explorers, stay coconutty and chocolatey wise. Cyanidins. Okay.